So I went out for drinks with a married friend, and she's looking around the establishment and she's like, I noticed there's so many women that are beautiful that don't have wedding rings. Like, what? Why is that the case? What's happening? I said, girl, I know you've been out the game for a while, but I'm sure you have to remember. It's like slim pickings out here. I have no idea. Lord, I don't know what's in these batch of men. I don't know what's happening. What I do know is that it is hard, okay? It's hard for us out here. And like, we're not desperate, but damn. Could there just be like a few? Because I don't even know how to answer my friend at this point.
Shalom, shalom. It's the brother Hadab Yah from the GMS Mobile, Alabama camp, coming at you with another lesson. But before I get started, I want to give all glory, praise, and honors unto Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who teach and rule well. Peace and salutation to the hopeful elect that scattered abroad, preaching this truth and sincerity. To you on to Shalom. And this one right here is from the brother's page, the hopeful elect 3. He entitled it well, but I'm a entitled mine to something different. But for beginners, you women are westernized over here. Okay, you live off the philosophies and doctrines and ideologies of America, man. Okay, you are very proud over here. When men do try to holler, you shoot him down because he's not your type. Whether it's his appearance or he's a broke individual or whatever, you shoot him down. And men are tired of approaching women and being shot down, and you hollering about that y'all ain't desperate. Well, it's going to become a time where you are going to be desperate, and it is some good men still out. But guess what? The ones that you looking for, okay, is not those guys. It's the ones that you pushing aside. The ones you turning down. Because all of, so-called, single men, good single men are out here. That they are just blended in. Why? Because you have very high standards. All right, but again, for starters, you're westernized. You Israelite women are very proud. All right, and the Lord have His spirit in the earth. Okay, amongst all flesh, and He's controlling them whichever way He want to control them. But I'm gonna get the book of Sirach. Let's see, chapter 25, starting at 21. And it says, stumble not at the beauty of a woman and desire her not for pleasure, right? Because y'all get on social media, these platforms, and get all cute, all sexy and beautiful and stuff. Because that's what most of you have to offer, man. And, men are tired of it. We need some type of pillar of rest, man. Hey, even Superman need help at times, man. And you women don't help out. You don't do nothing to ease your man affliction here in America. It's all about you. Most of y'all don't cook. Most of y'all don't clean. Most of y'all complain. Okay, most of y'all have your hand out. All right, but what benefit is you towards your man besides a piece of ass, man? All right, that's why these men they're going outside the country to find a woman because they are submissive to their man. You American women, for the most part, y'all ain't submissive to your man. Y'all talk back. You want to start arguments. You know, you want to complain about watching your own child, raising your own child, right? And men are starting to see this, man. You know why? Why? Like when y'all are unhappy, y'all in a relationship and y'all are unhappy. When you get mad, then what's the first thing on the line? Your fucking relationship. You ready to end it. So why would a man in his right mind get in a relationship with you, okay, when he can go out here and shop around, you know? But it say, verse 21, stubborn not at the beauty of a woman and desire her not for pleasure. Right? I mean, the looks of a woman, that's a bonus. But what can that woman do for her man? What type of things that the woman bring to the table for her man? All right. I wanna let me see. I want to get the book of, you know what? I'm gonna get chapter 26. No, not chapter 26, but verse 26. Well, you know what? I'm gonna read on down to verse 26. It say, verse 23, a wicked woman abideth the courage, making a heavy countenance and a wounded heart. You know, and that's what I was explaining, you know. A woman, because the glory of a man is a woman, and when that woman don't treat that man the way he want to be treated or how she's supposed to treat a man, okay, that man, he you know, start expressing his emotions, you know. He get angry and act out, or he'll go and cheat, you know. Why? Because you is not attending to this man's, you know, I guess emotions, for a lack of a better word. It say, a woman that will not comfort her husband in distress maketh weak hands and feeble knees. Right, man? You know, here it is. Jake got to get out here and work. And the whole time he worrying about you, trying to see is you out doing what you ain't got no business doing. You know, it's hard working when you know that your girlfriend or wife might step out on you, because all y'all fucking do is argue, man. You know, you love her, but all she want to do is start arguments and things like this, man. Okay. That man don't want to do nothing but sit there and, you know, go to a bar and drown his emotions in his glass of liquor, man. Why? Because you is not treating this man how he supposed to be treated. It say, of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all die. Right? Because Eve was the one that was in the wrong. You know, eating eating from the tree in the midst of the garden, man. All right, which goes into those philosophies. You know, being re-educated, as they say. You know, being indoctrinated, being lied to by the serpent. Okay, because Adam wasn't the one that was in sin. It was her, man. And guess what? She made Adam sin. That's why she is the beginning of sin. Verse 25, it say, give the water no passage, neither a wicked woman liberty to gather broad. Why? Because, like I was saying, a lot of you women, so-called independent, you know, you got a high level of pride, no matter what the hell you look like. You know, BMW body made wrong, you know. You ain't got no type of shape. You're overweight. You wearing these tight ass clothes, you know, no bra on, you know, nipples poking out, flat in the back, or shaped like a bell pepper. You know, bro, y'all got liberty. Okay, America is y'all kingdom, and the white man gave y'all liberty to do whatever the hell y'all want to do, man. All right, and that's why men here in America should really be looking for something else, man. Okay, that's another reason why Israelite men, you know, turn towards the so-called white woman, so-called Asian woman, you know, so-called Arab woman. We fucking want different, man. Because all y'all do is just yap, 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 man. And guess what? Y'all are not gonna change. Verse 26, it say, if she go not as thou wouldest have her, cut her off from thy flesh and give her a bill of divorce and let her go. Right, so us men already know how most of y'all women here in America act. Why would we get involved with that situation? Okay, when we are considering the actions that you could, you know, potentially bring in our life. Well, actions ain't the good word. Um, um, calamities, you know, destruction, you know, these type of things, man. You want to destroy a man's vehicle. You want to burn his clothes, cut up pictures. You know, considering all this that we see every day on social media and in the stores we hear on these platforms, why would we want to get ourselves involved with that? Just an angry black woman, man. But hey, that's for starters. You know, your pride. We don't want to deal with it. This is the book of Titus, chapter 2, starting at 3. Well, I'm starting at 1 and end at 5. It say, but speak thou the things which become sound doctrine. Right. Speak the things that's true. It say that the aged men be sober, grave, temperate, sound in faith, in charity, and in patience. Right. That's a man of the Lord. It say the aged women likewise, that they be in behavior as becometh holiness, not false accusers, not given to much wine, teachers of good things. Right. Don't be in all gossip, you know, about Sherry lifestyle. Okay, you know about Vicky and her relationship. You know, and you soaking in the things of a single woman when you have a married when you are a married female. But you got single friends and they giving you all types of relationship advice. Bro, they single for a reason. Verse 4, it say that they may teach the young women to be sober, to love their husbands, to love their children. And right, these females are not teaching their daughters to love their husband. They teaching their daughters to shake their ass and get cash. You know, put a man on child support. Now, Jake out here, he doing wrong, but it's men real out here, you know, that want a family, that trying to take care of their seeds, man. But because he keep falling short, and your parents ask you about what's going on in a relationship because they don't understand, and you keep saying this and that, well, he gonna come through in there, and they keep on spitting bullshit in your ear, trying to get you to put the man on child support and things like this, man. You know, that's the ways of America. Okay, that's the Western way of life here in America, man. Verse 5, it say to be discreet, chaste keepers at home, good, obedient to their own husbands, that the word of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua be not blasphemed. Right, man. Being obedient to their husbands. You know, and we understand that we got to pick the best of the worst. Pick the best out of the worst. Okay. Because again, we are here in America. Okay, we are under the curses, and it's not. It's really not even a good time to be, what they say, single and mingling. Because you don't never know what type of individual you will run into, man. With a serial unaliving type of background, or a sodomite, or hey, we are in bad times. We're in terrible times, man. To be out here, dating, running into these these wild ass females, man. You know. But yeah, you gotta be a good woman in your man. And then the best thing you do, hey, start off dating if you're gonna date, and really get to know that person before you even try to make a marriage commitment, which that's Esau way of life, man. Because sex is marriage. Sex bring you together as one, spiritually, man. Not no fucking wedding ring. But yeah, man, hey, listen to your man, because a lot of you don't listen to him. It's especially if he a man of the Lord, which that's hard for you, some of you females, to determine, man. But this is 1 Corinthians 11, starting at 1. Say, be ye followers of me, even as I also am of Mashiach. And now I praise you, brethren, that ye remember me in all things, and keep the ordinances as I delivered them to you. Verse 3, this is the point. But I will have you know that the head of every man is a Mashiach, okay, which is Yahweh Shai, whom the word ignorantly called Jesus. And the head of the woman is the man, right? The man is supposed to be above you. Okay, listen to your man, because your man be having sound advice. Your man think more logically than you, because you go off of your emotions, man. Okay, the scriptures tell us that he didn't depart you with wisdom, neither understanding. Okay, so when you in certain situations, that's why you quick to fight and start popping off at the mouth, because you don't sit back and think how fast things can escalate, But it say, and the head of a Mashiach, again, Yahweh Shai, who the word ignorantly called Jesus. Okay, the head of him is Yahweh, the heavenly Father, who the world ignorantly calls God, man. Okay, so it's an order to this, man. Even with relationships. Okay, the man must keep Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai first. Okay, and then control the order. All right, discipline the wife, discipline the children, man. If it come to that point, if you got a wife that's not so terrible, but at the end of the day, you already know she's still wicked. She still go off. All right. Hey, that's cool. Okay, especially if you in this truth. If she'll please to dwell with you, knowing your mind state and how you act. Hey, then hey, that's cool. You can probably can keep it going. All right, keep the relationship going. I'm gonna jump down to verse 8. It say, "For the man is not of the woman, but the woman of the man. Neither was the man created for the woman, but the woman for the man." Right, so you was made for us. And if we don't want you, we don't want you. If we getting tired of the same old running around, we getting tired of the same old running around. So men look for different, okay? Men find other ways to please their pleasure. You know? No matter what you look like. Because at the end of the day, like I say, if and then a lot of you could be rejecting your so-called soulmates, man, because you're judging by the book of the cover of the book. All right, you based on what you see, you know, and that's how a lot of you miss out, because y'all beauty, money, you know. Oh, he work out. Oh, he got this, he got that. Yeah, he's doing well, but at the same time, 9 times out of 10, he ain't right for you, you know. But you was made for us, not us made for you. Okay, you're just damaged goods, like like the brother say. You know, you're damaged goods, man. Okay, and we are overlooking you to look for the next person. Get the book of Proverbs, because as I was stating earlier, you know, you're fucking proud. You know, most of you women are proud. Verse 9, it say, this is Proverbs 21 and verse 9, it say, "It is better to dwell in a corner of a housetop than with a brawling woman in a wide house." And who want to deal with that? You know, every day you come home from work, even on your off day, you been drinking out with, you know, out drinking with the fellas. You come home 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, get in the house, and she got a frown on her face, or giving you the cold shoulder. Don't want to give you no ass because her mind sitting there wondering, running around thinking you out, you know, with another female when you was out drinking. But yeah, man, you know, you out enjoying your time with the brothers, and she at home mad, man. But like she was saying, hey, you ain't desperate, but it's finna become a time where you are desperate. And this brings me to Isaiah 4 and 1. And I'm ending off there. They say, "And in that day 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, We will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach." Right, man. And then what day that is? The day of trouble. Okay, you think it's hard out here now, but wait till our hell break loose. It's gonna be really hard for you females. I mean, extremely hard for you females. You can't even bear it, man. All right, and you will be desperate. You'll be more than desperate in that day, man. You're gonna be looking for one man, one man that look like he have a sound mind, you know. But I'm gonna end it off there, giving all glory, praise, and honors unto Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, who teach and rule well. Peace and salutation to the whole elect that scattered abroad, preaching this truth and sincerity to you. Shalom.